Hi everyone, another video from a PayPal contribution. And remember, if you make a contribution of any amount to the PayPal link in the description box below, and you want your story made into a video, you go right to the top of the list. Okay. First, thanks for your YouTube share. Second, I hope, not sure if I'm contacting you through correct means email. Yes, this is fine, obviously. Requesting more videos on narcs in the workplace or referrals to others who focus on workplace narcs. I know or believe my parents were narc of some kind. I've pretty much no contacted them and lots of narc behavior as I try again to go no contact. My direct family cause of personality disorder handed down to me, CPTSD, or I think that's what John Sarno's TMS is. I just wanted to share this, and there's a link. I'll leave it in the description box. My question is my concern for my life first, which in Bay Area links to my work. I do believe currently 2 of my supervisors are personality disordered. Just yesterday, a one-on-one sit down from one senior verbally excoriating me, narc. I spoke up against him, not directly. I work construction management, lots of hotheads and narc potential types. I work for a big government organization. Believe me, I can't, while working at this organization, just get up and move. It's a marriage. Also, my address geographically is one of the only locations in the world to practice my hobby. As a personal homework assignment, I've made a list of people in my history personality disordered. For example, I had ex-boss of 20 years ago on the list. I've never recovered as his footprint is forever stamped tattooed into my consciousness. I Google ex-boss's name and he was on my list. And again, a financial scam. Of course, for me, this is just one more evidence that I am cursed because I attract narcs at the workplace. I left one link showing you proof. I am beyond fearful seeing him still stand up to the same old shit. And me still getting these one-on-one isolation sit-down by personality disordered bosses on my job. From John with gratitude. Okay. It's a good question. Like, why are you keep attracting narcs at your job? And it's something I've given a lot of thought to myself, and it's because so many of us gravitate, much like in our personal lives, we gravitate towards other narcissists and that type of personality behavior. You're going to generate towards professions that narcissists gravitate to as well. You know, anything sales related. You mentioned financial, construction, where you're bidding on this and bidding on that. Those are all breeding grounds for narcissists, as is middle management positions are breeding grounds for narcissists, because middle management positions give people, give a narcissist a position of power over a lot of people, okay, where, they can basically control people's lives through, obviously through a paycheck. And, you have to sit there and it's hard to fight back at a job because you need the job, you need the paycheck. And it's not that you're attracting people at the job, okay? You're attracted to jobs where narcissists are swimming. You understand? You're not, and all of us are not necessarily in some normal job and you're just finding all the narcissists. No, you're going into workplaces, you're taking up where we take up professions, okay, that are swimming with narcissism, government jobs, police jobs, financial jobs, construction. And when you're having one-on-one sit downs, You're in a more, what I'm imagining is a white collar type of, you're not breaking rocks, you're not building things with your physical bare hands. Okay. You're in this mishmash of, of swamp, of business swampland. Okay. Where there's all these people, there's all these middle management jobs where when you get down to brass tacks, aren't really necessary to for the running of the business, but you have people in those jobs, narcissists, who gravitate towards those jobs and then validate having those positions by having these one-on-one sit downs and causing more conflict. And really all they're doing, the same as the narcissist causes conflict to dissuade from the issue of their own abuse. Okay, it's to get you away from the fact that they are a narcissist and they are abusive. The narcissist at work then causes drama and conflict. Okay, and it's always these middle management jobs to dissuade you from looking at them in their position and to find out, like, what the hell am I paying you for? Why am I here? See, the narcissist always wants to be the squeaky wheel. They always want to be the one that's getting the attention. Because if they're getting attention, whether it be positive or negative, and negative at the workplace is you pointing out negative things other people are doing, then nobody's going to question them in their position. And anybody who's worked in any type of business where, it's a lot of middle management and it's going to tell you the same thing. But you're gravitating towards businesses that are breeding ground for narcissists. You're not necessarily finding the narcissist at work. They're already there because those type of positions is what draws them in. So I hope that helps. Thank you everybody for watching. Let me know what you think in the comments section below. And again, if you enjoy this channel and you want to see it grow, please consider making a contribution to the PayPal link in the description box below. And remember, a contribution of any amount, your video goes right to the top of the list, and I make a video for you as soon as possible. This is Ollie Matthews. Thanks for watching. See you all again shortly. Bye.